Hey guys, happy new year and welcome to today's video. So guys, in today's video I want to share with you my top 24 fragrances of the year 2024. Now, a lot of people have done this video in 2024. The reason why I haven't gotten mine out in 2024 is because I needed a little hiatus. I needed a break. Okay, so I took my break maybe early in December. So it's still early in January. This is the time that everybody's still wishing you a happy new year. So in today's video, like I said, I want to share with you my top 24 of 2024, whether I purchased it with my own coins or whether it was sent to me in PR. And I didn't realize that so many releases happened in 2024. 2024 was definitely the year of the drops. But before we get into the list, I need to let you all know that I'm having a special sale with So Avant-Garde. I have 50% off of Tiziana Terenzi, Nishani, Vicanto, and some other brands as well. Please check the description box for all the details. But we're having 50% off select brands, 30% off site-wide, 10% off Mind Games and Bois to Stand Out. It's from Thursday, January 9th through Monday, January 13th. And for the first time on soavantgarde.com, we're doing free gifts with purchase. For the first 75 shoppers who spend $200 or more, you guys are going to receive this So Avant-Garde little perfume travel toiletry case, I guess you can say, because it is see-through, and it comes with some fragrance samples. So you'll get a Goldfield and Banks fragrance samples of Sunset Hour, Pacific Moss, and Bohemian Lime. So basically like the spring summer collection, in my opinion. You'll get a Mind Games Roy Lopez. You will get Passe Soir Extrait by BBK. You all know this is powerful. If you don't know, now you know. You'll also get a sample of Akro Rise and Clive Christian Contemporary. So all of these samples will come in this cute little pouch here. And on Thursday the 9th, if you shop early, then you'll also get a free Delina hand cream. Now guys, this isn't a travel size or anything like that. This is the full size. It comes this small. I remember when I first ordered this cream from the Nordstrom website during the pandemic and I got it, I was like, oh hell no, why is this so small? But it's a hand cream, guys, and when I tell you it is potent, I have backups of these that I purchased with my own coins, but I got this one from So Avant-Garde, so I'm not going to open it because I have, I want to say, at least 2 backups of this. I love it so much. It's super strong, super potent, very concentrated in the scent. So you will get a free one of these. The sale, like I said, runs from January 9th through the 13th, and you'll be able to save 50% off select brands, 30% off the majority of the site, 10% off of Mind Games and Bois to Stand Out. Please check the description box and also the comment section for all the details. Now, if you want to see my top 24 of the year 2024, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, you guys, I have 24 fragrances on this table here looking at me, okay? And I don't want this video to be too long, so we're gonna jump right in. Now, these fragrances are not ranked whatsoever. I would never be able to do that because they're different fragrances for different moods, different seasons, you know what I'm saying? So I love them all. That's why they're on this list. But we are going to start with the first fragrance that, I mean, how could I not? This is my 3rd release that completed my trifecta with Navitus Parfums, and this is Amore Infinite. This one, guys, is a beautiful, sexy, romantic, grown and sexy floral fragrance. It's like a fruity floral gourmand, but if you love rose, you'll definitely love this fragrance because the rose is prominent, the white chocolate is prominent, there's fruity notes in this fragrance. This fragrance can be worn all year round, but I personally prefer it in the spring and the summer, warmer months, or on vacation or whatever. I just love this fragrance so much. My third installment with Navitus, Amore Infinite. Okay guys, so this next fragrance is actually a body spray. But when I tell you this body spray is so beast mode, literally it could have came in a glass bottle and I would have thought it was a fragrance. A very powerful, long-lasting fragrance at that. Now, with this company right here, I've been seeing them in the mall forever, okay? I'm a mall shopper and I see them in the mall forever. But I never was interested in this brand because the bottles look like cleaning products, okay? But I got into it maybe about 2 years ago from my friend from Abby with Love here on YouTube, and I am hooked, okay? And I'm never going back. This one right here, I don't hear anybody talking about, but when I tell you, if you can find this on eBay for a reasonable price, or Macari, get this, okay? This is by Lush and this is Passion. When I tell y'all, this scent has me in a chokehold. It smells so good. It's not passion fruit, but it has a tropical, very bright, citrusy, sweet, fruity scent. It's not just a regular fruity scent though. Like, how can I explain this gorgeous gem of a body spray? I wish this was a fragrance. That's how amazing it smells. It just doesn't smell like a regular old fruity fragrance. It smells exquisite, okay? The notes in this body spray is Litzy. I have no idea what that is. Brazilian orange and lime. So if you look at these notes, you'll probably be like, okay, it's a citrus scent. Yes, it's citrus, but there's definitely more fruity aspects to this beautiful body spray that aren't listed because it just smells so amazing. I'm so addicted to it. It lasts forever on the skin. It was a limited edition. It's no longer available, but this is a top 24 of 2024. So it was in my top because this right here is amazing. It smells so good. So Passion by Lush. All right, guys. So when it comes to honey and fragrances, it could be hit or miss for me. I have fragrances in my collection that have honey and I'm obsessed with them. But then I've smelled fragrances with honey and I can't even go near them because it's nauseating to me. This fragrance by Gritti that was released in 2024 is honey done to perfection, okay? And this is Hysterica. Let me take the cap off so I don't blind you guys. The honey in this fragrance is standing out, but it's done in such a sweet, beautiful way. It's actually a fruity floral honey fragrance. The honey is very prominent, but it's a fruity fragrance as well. Let me tell you some of these notes. There's honey and plum, there's white pepper, there's bubblegum, there's tuberose, gardenia, woody notes, liqueur, benzoin, vanilla. This right here, as you can see from the notes, is amazing. Amazing. I love it so much. And like I said, honey could be real funny with me because honey is a very prominent note in fragrances. Even though this has bubblegum and benzoin and tuberose, and those are all prominent notes as well, including the liqueur. The honey is very prominent in this fragrance. So you definitely smell all those components of the fragrance, but the honey is front and center and it is gorgeous. This is the kind of honey that I would want to put in my tea or that I want to sweeten up or cook with or whatever. Not that other kind of honey that be in the fragrances that I literally cannot stand. This right here is beautiful and you can save 30% off this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday using my discount code Aisha30 on soavantgarde.com. This is gorgeous. Hysteria by Gritti. This next fragrance has so many layers, guys. It's an oud fragrance, but the oud is not sharp. It is a very smooth, very sensual, very seductive kind of oud. But this fragrance is also spicy, it's fruity, it's floral. It is just opulent. And the name says it all. Opulenta Oud by Tomavicci. This right here in this gorgeous bottle, guys, is one of the most beautiful oud fragrances I've ever put my nose on. It is so sexy. It is so date night appropriate. It is so special occasion appropriate, red carpets, just any fancy occasion, in my opinion. I mean, you can wear your fragrance wherever. You can literally wear this to the supermarket, run errands with it, whatever. You're just gonna smell amazing. But for me, this is gonna be reserved for those special date nights, for those special moments, or just special events that I just wanna put it on and smell extra special. This one right here is amazing. This has saffron, okay? It opens up with saffron. There's raspberry, there's coriander, there's geranium, nutmeg, there's rose, there's jasmine, blood orange. There's so many beautiful notes in this fragrance. It is complex, but it's still very understandable. It's very sophisticated. It is very opulent, and I love it. Opulenta Oud by Tomavicci. Now, if I was a partying type at home, then this next fragrance would be my go-to party scent. I do love to party and, you know, hear a little music and catch a little vibe when I'm on vacation. But when I'm home, I'm not going to the club unless it's like somebody's birthday party or something like that. Very rarely I'll go to a club nowadays. But this fragrance right here, if I was clubbing, this would be the fragrance. This is by Akro, and this is Glow. This fragrance right here makes me want to put on something sequins, something very shiny and sparkly, and just go out at night on the town. Like, you can definitely wear this on a sexy date night, you know, maybe in the spring and summer. Very beautiful, very well done, very well blended fragrance. You really can't pick up on too many notes in this fragrance, but it just smells really, really good, and I love it. Glow by Akro. So if you've ever eaten one of those lavender candies and you've said to yourself, I want to smell like one of these candies. It tastes so good and I love the aroma. I want to smell like this. I want to layer with this. Bonbons a la Violette by New Notes is the fragrance for you, okay? And you can save 30% off this weekend with my discount code Aisha30. This fragrance right here is literally your violet candy. Lavender candy. It smells so good. It's so realistic, and it's so weird because why would you want to smell like that? But it just smells so good on the skin. It's one of those fragrances that it kind of took me by surprise because I would never think that I would want to smell like this. First of all, to be completely honest, I used to eat those violet candies or lavender candies in church. I used to get them from the church sisters, and I would eat them just to have something to do, you know, because I'm young and in church and I just need something to chew on. So they either gave me the lavender candies or those strawberry candies, like those hard strawberry candies with the gooey, you know, inside filling. But either one was like, they're not my favorite candies, but I'm gonna eat them. You know what I'm saying? So when I see those lavender candies today, I'm not like, oh, I need to get that. No, I haven't eaten those since I was young. But this smells like it, and I love it. It is so good. It's perfect on its own, and it's perfect to layer. So Bonbons a la Violette by New Notes. This next fragrance is a flanker of an original fragrance that is super popular that everybody seems to love. I'm not gonna say everybody. It had mixed reviews. You would either love this fragrance or absolutely hate it. So I was on a side that I hated it. Like, I love the opening, but the way that it dried down on my skin made me hate it. So I was invited to the opening of an Amouage boutique here in New Jersey at the American Dream Mall. And I went, obviously, because, I mean, I like to get dressed up and go out. I love attending fragrance events and seeing peers, whatever. So I was definitely going to that event. Went to the event and had no idea that I was going to be able to smell Guidance 46. And when I smelled Guidance 46, I was like, this is the one. This is the one. And I was sent this in PR, y'all. And when I tell you, everything that everybody was saying about the original Guidance is how I feel about this fragrance. It is beast mode. It is a projector. The only thing about this fragrance that beats out the original Guidance to me is that it smells like the opening of the original Guidance, and it stays like that. It stays like that, y'all. It doesn't turn funky on my skin. It does. This has like a charred, smoky rose scent. Like, imagine if a rose was burning. It just smells so damn good. It's also creamy. It still has that creaminess. It has a little spiciness to me. It is gorgeous. So if you are like me and the original Guidance just did not work for you, try this one. Now, here's the thing. if you didn't like the scent of the original Guidance whatsoever, then you're probably not gonna like this because they do smell similar. But the difference is it changes in the dry down in the original, where this stays the same. This is like that spicy, charred, smoky rose. It's also creamy. There's something in the original that I don't know what it is, y'all, but on my skin, it's almost nauseating to me. But this is incredible. And I'm so mad because this costs more money. This costs more money than the original. So like, why do I love this more? But y'all, this is gonna be for life. This right here is gonna be in the collection for a really long time because, well, not this bottle, because literally, I mean, I just can't stop spraying when I wear it. But this scent is just something that I always want to smell. This is sophistication. This is sexiness. This is unique without being too off the wall. Because Amouage fragrances, like, I mean, I can count on one hand how many fragrances by Amouage I actually really, really love. Because a lot of them just are not for me. And it's fine. Like, there's so many other fragrances out there, but the 5 or maybe 6 that I've smelled by Amouage, they just smell unique, but not too off the wall, beautiful, feminine, just everything that you would want in a fragrance. So Guidance 46 was definitely one of the best releases of 2024. Next up, we have a fruity floral amber-based fragrance by Reinvented, and this is Ethereal Soul. This was a love at first sniff. This was also gifted to me in PR. Well, actually, it was gifted to me at the event in Dubai. I love this, y'all. It's a fruity fragrance, but it's not your childish or just, you know, just a regular fruity fragrance. This has amber, moss, and musk in the dry down. So that opening is balanced by the dry down. So it's fruity, but it's definitely a little sexier, a little, I'm not going to say dark because it's really not that dark, but it's definitely more sexy and more unique. It's a fruity fragrance that can be worn on a sexy date night. You can actually wear this all year round, in my opinion, because it's thick enough and heavy enough that it'll hold up in the cold. And it's just a beautiful fragrance. Ethereal Soul by Reinvented. Next up, we have a bubblegum fragrance that smells like bubblegum, but doesn't feature a bubblegum note. Make it make sense, houseway. We have Montale's Bubble Forever. This right here is a fruity fragrance. It's like a fruity gourmand, slightly spicy fragrance, but it smells like bubblegum. It is so pretty, so feminine, so girly. And I love the fact that this doesn't have that typical Montale DNA. I have a lot of Montale fragrances. I've been wearing Montale fragrances since 2019. And sometimes, even though the notes are different, they can still have that same type of vibe, that Montale DNA. This one right here is different, and I absolutely love that. So this opens up with lemon and grapefruit and neroli. There's pear, there's orange blossom, there's rose, jasmine, cinnamon, there's toffee in this fragrance. So it's kind of gourmand, like I told you guys. It's like a fruity gourmand bubblegum. It is gorgeous. You can wear it all year round. It's fun, it's feminine. It's a fun fragrance to wear on its own. You can layer with this fragrance as well, and you can also save 30% off this weekend using my discount code Aisha30 on soavantgarde.com and get this. If you love fun fragrances, fruity, uplifting, feminine, girly fragrances, you will absolutely love this. Montale's Bubble Forever. Next up, we have a very affordable fragrance, in my opinion, that smells like pure high-end niche luxury quality. This is by Swiss Arabian, and this is Vanilla Toffee, Shaghaf Vanilla Toffee. This was gifted to me as well in Dubai, and I love this fragrance. It's definitely a vanilla fragrance. You smell the vanilla, but it's so gourmand. It is so yummy. For me, I categorize this as a vanilla gourmand, but definitely more gourmand than vanilla. It is amazing. It lasts forever on the skin. It is so yummy. It's so delicious and decadent. This is like your fall kickoff fragrance. Like, fall is here and you want to celebrate fall wearing your gourmand fragrances. This one right here is the perfect fragrance to choose for that. You can wear it throughout the holiday season, throughout the winter months. It's a perfect fragrance for fall and winter, in my opinion. So in Vanilla Toffee, it opens up with toffee, then there's coffee, there's vanilla, there's dates, there's walnuts, there's cardamom, there's milk, brown sugar, there's Madagascar vanilla, there's benzoin, there's woody notes, there's tonka, there's also vanilla caviar. Like, this fragrance is chock full of everything yummy that you want to smell in the cooler months, in the cold, cool months, especially fall. Like, I mean, look at the bottle. It's definitely giving fall vibes with the color. You can layer with this fragrance. You can wear it on its own. And like I said, it is affordable. So Shaghaf Vanilla Toffee by Swiss Arabian. Next up is one of my absolute favorite easy pretty girl fragrances that I literally had to put down because I would have finished the bottle. This is by Tumi and this is Whisper. Y'all, this fragrance is so good. Okay, now when I say that this fragrance is amazing and so good, doesn't mean that I would wear this to the White House if they invited me to a gala. No. Doesn't mean that I would wear this to a red carpet event. No. This means that I love this fragrance because it smells amazing to wear every day, day to day. Okay? It is the perfect everyday signature scent type of fragrance. It just smells so addictive. It has like this juice quality to it. Like, it's so super fruity and juicy. When I smell it, it smells like juice. Like, it literally smells like something you can drink. So this has plum, rose, and moss. There's other notes in this fragrance as well. I want to say there's lychee in this fragrance. No, it doesn't smell like Delina. It smells like its own fragrance. And you can save 50% this weekend using my code Aisha50. Check the description box for all the details. Y'all, I just looked at my list. And this is the only designer fragrance on this list. And I've purchased many designer fragrances in 2024. But this is the only one that made the list. This is by Marc Jacobs and this is Perfect Elixir. Y'all, when I tell you this juice is so super sexy, oh my goodness. This has honey and plum and rhubarb and amber in the opening. There's orange blossom, there's resin, there's patchouli, there's vanilla. This right here to me is like niche quality juice. The bottle is very fun and happy and just so feminine and flirty and, you know, girly, all the things. But the scent to me is just a little bit darker, a little bit sexier. This is amazing, okay? When I tell you Marc Jacobs Perfect line is my favorite from all Marc Jacobs fragrances. Actually, I don't own any Marc Jacobs fragrances other than the Perfect line. I don't own any Daisy. I done did it with Daisy already, okay? Me and Daisy done had our time. We had our run. She is the hardest working woman in FragCon because when I tell you, they keep recreating Daisy upon Daisy upon Daisy. And I'm not mad. If that's your thing, that's your thing. The Daisies are very pretty, but they just don't do it for me. But the Perfects are so perfect to me, in my opinion. And the Elixir, I want to say the Elixir is my favorite. I do love Perfect Intense. But the Elixir, guys, it just has something a little bit more sexy, a little bit more sinister to me than the other two. And I love it. I'm here for it. So Marc Jacobs Perfect Elixir. I totally lied to y'all. I told y'all that Perfect was the only designer fragrance on this list. And that was not true. The other designer fragrance on this list is by Donna Karan and it's Cashmere and Palo Santo. Y'all, the reason why I forgot this was a designer fragrance is because it smells so niche to me. It has this, wow. It has this woody, spicy, creamy vanilla thing that goes with this that I just cannot. Y'all already know I cannot get enough of this fragrance. Whenever I travel, this is the fragrance that I wear to bed at night after I've done all what I've been doing in the day and come home and I shower. I'm going to bed in this fragrance. It is so comforting. Now, just because I'm wearing this fragrance to bed on vacation doesn't mean that this can't be worn on a sexy date night, okay? This can be worn whenever you want to wear it, whenever you want to smell this beautiful, creamy, woody, spicy juice. So it's not a bedtime scent. It just so happens that I've been wearing it on vacation at night because it's so comforting. It's so cozy. It kind of just wraps you up in a super sexy, warm hug, and I love it so much. The bottle, the packaging. Donna Karan, y'all put y'all foot in this one right here. This is gorgeous. This has peach, cashmere wood, labdanum, Palo Santo, vanilla. It is a gorgeous fragrance. So Cashmere Palo Santo by Donna Karan. Next up, we have one of the best smoky vanilla fragrances that I've ever smelled, and this is by Vivamore and it's Vanilla High. This right here is amazing. It is exquisite. If you like smoky fragrances, but when I say smoky, it's not too smoky. It's not overly smoky, but you definitely smell the smoke and you definitely smell the vanilla. It also smells like there's some type of a sweet caramel or even toffee note in this fragrance, which is not listed. But guys, this fragrance is everything. It is so sexy. It's not a super feminine, frou-frou la-la, girly, cupcakey type of vanilla. It's not like your vanilla extract scent, brown sugary, nothing like that. This is a very sexy, smoky vanilla, okay? This opens up with hookah. There's bourbon vanilla, there's tobacco, there's smoke, there's Tahitian vanilla, there's tonka, praline. So that's where I'm getting the caramel toffee smell from that praline, and there's also woody notes. This is kind of sweet as well. It's not like super sweet, cloying or anything like that, but you are getting some sweetness, I guess, from the tobacco and the praline, and some tobacco notes in fragrances can come off very sweet. If you're tired of the sweet, very boring, very lackluster vanilla fragrances, because I promise you there's a vanilla fragrance out every single week, and when I smell them I'm literally yawning. If you're tired of all those type of vanilla fragrances, then please try this one, because you don't even have to be a vanilla lover to love this fragrance. I have a 10%, or is it a 20%? I definitely have a code on this one. Check the description box because you can save some money, and this is already affordable. So Vivamore's Vanilla High. Next up, we have a fragrance that I beat up last summer. I love it so much. This is by Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Miami Nectar. And as the bottle and the name says, like, this literally smells like a tropical beach vacation type of fragrance. If you love pineapples in your fragrance, if you love coconut in your fragrance, if you want your fragrance to smell like a tropical drink, this is the one for you. I love this fragrance so much that I have a travel size that I would just throw in my purse because I would want to refresh myself with this, and I have a backup of it. I must have got the backup at some sale, something that Sephora was having, and I was able to save some money, so I have one backup of the travel size, because as you can see, I'm almost at half. It is perfect for the summer, not for the spring for me, because in the spring I like to smell more florals, but this is definitely summer and vacation, and I love it so much. It has coconut water, pineapple, palm leaf, frangipani. I mean, everything tropical, everything that smells like a tropical summer vacation on an exotic island is in this fragrance right here. Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. Okay, so speaking of tropical and everything good, the next fragrance is by Mind Games, and this is Counterplay. Now, although this can be worn in the summer and on a tropical vacation, you can wear this in the winter as well, because when I tell you it snows almost every other day where I live, and I'm wearing this. Okay, I wear this outside. I layer it with other fragrances. It's not a thin, juicy type of fragrance. It's more thick and heavy. It's more robust of a scent, so it can definitely stand up in the cold. It just depends on your preference and what you want to smell. This has melon, guava, and banana in the opening. It also has ylang ylang and orange blossom, but there's also sandalwood, patchouli, and pink pepper in the base. So that base is definitely given winter, okay? It's definitely given we gonna stand up in this cold. Whew, this is so good. It's perfect, y'all. It's perfect for all year round for me. Now, if I'm suggesting it to you, I'm gonna say that, you know, maybe you can wear it in the summer, maybe not even spring, because it's really not that floral, but definitely in the summer or on vacation. But I layer with this fragrance. I've been layering this with some woody fragrances. I layered this with Ambrosia Imperial. I layered this with a Nashani fragrance. So you can layer and have fun if you're a layering kind of person. If you don't want to layer, then you can definitely wait to get this fragrance, or, you know, get it whenever and wait to wear it in the summer months, because it's perfect for the summer. I haven't worn it in the summer yet, but actually, no, I wore it in Jamaica. So yeah, I wore it in the hot heat. This is everything. I got so many compliments on this. It is just amazing. I love it so much. Counterplay by Mind Games, and you can save 10% with my discount code Aisha10 on the Mind Games website. I don't believe this is on the So Avant-Garde website as yet, but either way, whether it's on So Avant-Garde or on Mind Games, you can save 10% using my code Aisha10. Next up is a fragrance that I literally waited about 2 years for. I waited for this fragrance like everybody else that was a fan of Rouge Smoking by BDK. We all said that we cannot wait for an extrait. We were like, David, when are you going to do an extrait for Rouge Smoking? There's an extrait for Passé Soir, which I love Passé Soir. And the extrait is very, very powerful. I do love it, but I love layering that one. But the original Passé Soir, even though they smell the same, is my favorite. This happens to be my favorite of the Rouge Smokings. Although I love my Rouge Smoking, the original, but this one right here is sexy. So I'm gonna love anything that's deeper, anything that's darker, and anything that's sexier. And that is what this fragrance is. So this one has cherry, there's almond, pink pepper, there's milk, so it's a little lactonic. There's rum in this fragrance, there's boozy, there's ambroxan, there's patchouli, there's vanilla, there's amber. This fragrance is so super sexy. This is your date night, long lasting Rouge Smoking, and I literally cannot stop smelling it. It smells so good. It smells so good, y'all. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's not giving as much of the cherry root beer float like the original, although they smell the same. Like they smell very similar, but in the original you smell more kind of like an ice cream, like root beer float type situation, where this one has the rum, this one has the sexiness, this one is more, it's just more sexy. It's more of a milky, sexy, slightly spicy as well. So just imagine Rouge Smoking, but lactonic and spicy and just more sexy. That's what you're gonna get with the extrait. And you can save 30% off this weekend with my discount code Aisha30 on soavantgarde.com. If you've been interested in this fragrance, I say get it. It's sexy. If you love the original, you're definitely gonna love this. Rouge Smoking Extrait by BDK. So when I smelled this fragrance, I was literally like, are you kidding me? Like, why do I want to smell like powder and lipstick? And I'm so here for it. This is by the House of Oud, and this is Guilty Crush. And I guess the Guilty Crush is the fact that you actually want to smell like powdered lipstick, because that is what this fragrance smells like. Obviously, there's fruity notes, there's florals, there's more complexity to this fragrance, but the bottom line is that it smells like a powdery lipstick scent, and I'm so here for it. It is so gorgeous, and the bottle is everything. There's champagne, there's black cherry, strawberry, jasmine, there's lipstick, there's rose, benzoin. This fragrance right here, it's one of those fragrances that I want forever, okay? I'm gonna want this fragrance for life because it just smells so good, and I'm addicted to it, especially in the spring and summer months. It's not anything that I pull for in the fall or winter, but definitely in the spring, summer. This one right here is going to get you all the compliments. Trust me when I tell you. And you're going to be able to save 30% off this weekend with my discount code Aisha30 on soavantgarde.com. Guilty Crush by the House of Oud. Okay, so if you love mango and you want to smell your mango all year round in all different seasons, then Mango Aoud by Gritti is for you. This is a mango fragrance that smells grilled. It smells like grilled mango. It smells like there's milk in this fragrance because it gives a little creaminess. It gives a little woody, lactonic spiciness along with the mango. So don't think like tropical drink, although you can wear this on vacation. You can wear it in the tropics. You can wear it like in the evening, like on a tropical sexy date night. You can wear it in the fall. You can wear it in the winter. It is a gorgeous fragrance, and you can save 30% off this weekend. So in this fragrance, we have guava, mango, neroli, and osmanthus. There's ylang ylang, coconut milk, vanilla, amber, and oud. This is a gorgeous fragrance. And as I'm reading these notes, I'm thinking to myself that the next time I'm going to layer this with Counterplay, because there's also guava in this fragrance. There's also neroli, ylang ylang. I feel like this is going to play beautiful together. The banana with the mango and the guava. This is going to be an amazing combination. So if you have these two, layer it and let me know. I haven't done it yet, but just reading the notes, yeah, these two are going to get layered and it's going to be amazing. So Mango Aoud by Gritti. So there's been a lot of cherry fragrances on the market. Obviously, it started with Lush Cherry, and I mean, the domino effect has been affecting, all right? There's a lot of cherry fragrances, but this one is done differently. This is a cherry scent that's more incensey and spicy, and definitely not for everybody, but it's just a beautiful, sophisticated dressy, very sexy cherry scent. It's by Fragrance du Bois, and this is Cyrene. I just love this gorgeous bottle, but this scent is so pretty. But it's not like a pretty girl frou-frou la-la scent. But for me, it's what makes this fragrance stand apart and different from the other cherry fragrances, because I love the cherry note in fragrances, but sometimes cherry can smell very similar from fragrance to fragrance. It can smell like a Lush cherry dupe or trying to be Lush cherry. You know what I'm saying? So there's a few cherry fragrances in my collection, like Duquesa by Gritti. That's an amazing cherry fragrance that doesn't smell like Lush cherry or anything. This is another one. It's a cherry fragrance, but it just stands out. It stands apart from the other cherry fragrances. This is definitely a cherry fragrance that's sexy, it's different, and I love it. Cyrene by Fragrance du Bois. Next up, we have my Marshmallow Dream. This is by Kayali, and this is Yum Bougie Marshmallow. If you love strawberries in your fragrance, if you love vanilla, if you love milky, you will absolutely love and be obsessed with this fragrance right here. This is in my top 3 Kayali fragrances for life, okay? This has freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, there's creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. It's so pretty, it's so feminine, it's so girly. You definitely smell that sweet marshmallow, milky, lactonic, strawberry goodness in this fragrance. You can layer this. It's perfect to layer, or you can wear it on its own. It projects on my skin. It's not a light wearing fragrance to me. It's not a skin set. Obviously, it's not like a beast mode roaring fragrance. I mean, none of the notes in this fragrance give me roar. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing like a oud or no like super woody notes, no patchouli or anything that's gonna make it jump out at you. But it's definitely not a skin scent on me. It doesn't wear close to my skin. It just wears like a normal fragrance, especially the way that I layer and the way that I spray. I don't have any issues with this fragrance. I love it. And if you love marshmallows, you'll love this one too. Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow, number 81. This next fragrance is a very sharp, spicy fragrance. It's like a floral spicy fragrance. It is amazing. It's very unique, but still very approachable and very understandable. And when I tell you, this garners so many compliments, okay? I kid you not. This is by Amouage, and this is Love Delight. This was sent to me in PR, but I would definitely buy this fragrance. And when I finish this bottle, if it's not sent to me again, I will buy it because I love this, especially in the spring and summer. It is perfection. I've layered this with Cassili by Parfums de Marly and got like literally 10 compliments in one day, and that's rare. Like, I don't get a whole lot of compliments in one day. I'll probably get 2 or 3, but I'm not the person that gets 10 compliments every single day. But this day, I literally was getting compliments everywhere I went. Whenever I was around somebody who smelled me, they were giving me compliments, and this is amazing on its own. This has rose water, ginger, there's cinnamon, mandarin orange, there's heliotrope, jasmine, rose, rum, and vanilla. There's cypriol. This is just a gorgeous fragrance, okay? It's still unique, okay? It's an Amouage fragrance. It's unique. I'm not saying that it's an easy fragrance that everybody's gonna love and understand, but if you love unique fragrances that's still approachable and still understandable, then you'll love this. If you love ginger in your fragrances, this is like a very cold, kind of sharp fragrance. You know, it doesn't have that lactonic creamy vibe, but I love it so much. And I have a 10% discount code from Twisted Lily. You can save 10% on this fragrance, Love Delight by Amouage. If you love spicy ginger fragrances, you'll love this. I wish y'all can see what I've done to Opera by Mind Games. Y'all, this fragrance has been in rotation heavy in November and December. I have just been wearing this fragrance and loving it. This right here is a gourmand fragrance for Mind Games. And if you know anything about Mind Games, they don't really do gourmands too much. They do floral fragrances and fruity fragrances and woody fragrances and definitely more unique fragrances, but gourmands, girly, frou-frou la-la, that's not their thing. This isn't girly, frou-frou la-la, but it's definitely a gourmand. Like, it has gourmand, very yummy aspects about it, and I love this fragrance. This has roasted chestnuts, there's grapefruit zest, labdanum, there's creme brulee, there's davana, there's vetiver, suede, caramel, and santal. This is a gorgeous fragrance, okay? This was like love at first sniff, head over heels. I cannot believe Mind Games came out with this fragrance. It is so beautiful. It's limited and it's also exclusive to the Mind Games website. I don't know why they did that, because this right here is amazing. But you can save 10% using my discount code Aisha10 on the Mind Games website. So Counterplay, Opera by Mind Games. Now to complete the 24, we have the last fragrance on today's list. It is another Mind Games fragrance. It's safe to say that Mind Games had me in a chokehold in 2024. Y'all know I love me some Mind Games, but between this fragrance right here that we're gonna talk about, Counterplay, and the Opera Mind Games has had me. So the last fragrance is Prodigy by Mind Games. Y'all, another one that smells incredible. It is so gorgeous. Oh my God. This is a fragrance that you can wear all year round, okay? It's like creamy, it's musky, it's powdery, it's woody. It is just everything. Let me tell you the notes. It opens up with bergamot, there's cinnamon, there's rose milk, okay? There's creamy cafe latte, there's patchouli, there's sandalwood, vanilla, and blonde woods. This is another masterpiece, okay? Mind Games said in 2023, they said, watch, when 2024 comes, we're taking over. We are going to be a household name. We are going to make everybody fiend and yearn for our fragrances. And they did not lie, okay? With 3 banging releases like Counterplay, Opera, and Prodigy. Also Mentor is a beautiful one too, but it didn't make this list, but I love that fragrance. But yeah, these fragrances are just gorgeous fragrances. I love Prodigy so much. Oh my goodness, y'all, this smells so good. It smells so good. I cannot help it. It's so beautiful. Like I said, it's creamy, it's woody, it's milky, it's a little spicy. It's feminine in my opinion. It doesn't smell masculine, but it's probably unisex, but unisex leaning more feminine to me. Like I said, you can wear it all year round, because this is something I'm gonna be wearing in the summer, because I was wearing this in Jamaica, I was wearing this in Dubai, I also was wearing it in the cold. You know, it's snowing and I'm wearing it. It doesn't matter. I just love this fragrance so much. You can dress it up. You can definitely dress it up or dress it down. I just love it. And I just had to complete my top 24 of 2024 with Prodigy by Mind Games. You can save 10% on soavantgarde.com using my discount code Aisha10 and get this fragrance. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know, what do you think about the fragrances on my list today? Do you have any? And what was your top fragrances of 2024? You don't have to name 24 fragrances, but I want to know your top 5 or your top 10 fragrances of 2024. And don't forget, this weekend I'm having my sale on soavantgarde.com. You can save 50% off selected brands, 30% off the majority of the site, 10% off Mind Games, and Born to Stand Out. There's also gift with purchase and yada yada. Check the description box for all the tea and all the details. So remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.